Hey friends, welcome back. It's me, it's Alicia. Welcome to Quilty Bird Piecing. Today we are going to pick up right where we stopped before and we're going to do haul today. But before I get started, welcome. If you've never been here before, my name's Alicia. I am the Quilty Bird of this channel. I like to talk about all my quilting and stitching and all my fabric love. And today I will be talking about all this stuff that's on my table. I have gone on a massive shopping hobby, just all kind of shopping spree here, and I'm going to take y'all through some of it. I'm pretty sure it's been a while since I did a video. I'm pretty sure some of this stuff I've left off some things from my previous shopping overall this time, but I think I kind of got a good bit of it sitting here to show you. So where should I start? One of my recent things that I have received is I am doing the Jane Austen 250th anniversary quilt. So I've gotten my latest installment of that. It makes these blocks with this lovely fabric that you see here. I think that's the only piece that's in here. This and this. Right, this background piece that's here. And the rest of it I probably previously got in other months. So I got that. I'll set that over there to the side. I started a new block of the month. Y'all know me, a block of the month is like an addiction or something. I started this, which is the Tilda Chambray. I'm going to take that. It is the Tilda Chambray Basics flower branch embroidery quilt, rather. And it is here. Every month I get one of those 2-inch finished grids, enough to make one section of the quilt, and I get all of the basics that are needed, the chambrays that are needed. As you can see, there's quite a few of them. I think it's a few more. Let's check. Nope, that's all of them. Wait, I could be wrong. Yep, that is all of them. I get all once a month. I get the chambrays that are needed for that section, and you get the grid, which is fusible. This one is from 10 Sisters, and it's fusible. It comes with the amount of panels that you need to make one section of the quilt. And by section, I mean, I'm not going to get too close with this so you don't see. I mean like section, one of these. This is a free pattern, by the way. All Tilda's quilts are free patterns, like those sections there. All of her patterns are free. You could go on her website and download any of them that you want from her website for free. Her website is tildasworld.com. And but once a month I get the chambrays in one of these. You get 2 of the panels, but you have to cut the panels into pieces. So that being said, I had to cut the panel into, I think it's 9 by 14. Well, wait a minute. Let me see if I can tell you what it was. Okay, here's a panel with the whole pieces. Here it is, 9 by 14. This one is. So the panel is 9 by 14 itself. And then I had to cut the second one into, if I'm not mistaken, it's 2. Wait, hold on, I'm finna say it. It is 4. Wait, 1, 2, 3. 4 by 4. And then the other one is 5 by 14. So I had to cut the second one up into 5 rows of 14, And then take the other 4 rows, which is this one with the 4 rows. As you can see, there's 4 little squares in there. And it is going to go across the bottom of the quilt. So it will be 18 rows of 9. No, of 13, I think. So 9 plus 5 is 14. So it will be 18 by 14. I'm going to have to piece them together. Put all the little pieces on them. If you've never done this before, you cut your pieces up. You lay them on the fusible side inside the squares. You press them to fuse them on. And then you sew down these. You fold them over and sew on those lines. Well, you sew a 1/4 inch away from those lines. So you fold them over. So this one, once I get everything on here and everything on here, I would fold this over like that and sew a 1/4 inch away from that fold line. Then you'll open it back up. Do the same for this line. Fill this one in. Fold it up. Sew. Same for this one and same for that one. Once you're done sewing, you're going to come back and clip in between each one of these to take it loose so that you can fold your seams opposites from each other. And then you're going to fold it this way. Where's that line? This way. And sew that way. And when you're done, you'll have a full grid of everything that you need for that section, and your whole section will be done. Otherwise, you'll be doing one little piece at a time, sewing this one together, and this one together, and this one together, and this one, or taking little sections and sewing those together. But this way lets you lay it out first, put a piece of parchment paper over it, and press it down. And then you're just going to sew in one direction, clip through, sew in the other direction, and you got one whole section done. This can actually be done in a day if you plan well, or over the course of a couple of days. I, however, have not done any of it. I just figured out how I need to cut it to be able to put the whole section together, because the one thing that did not come with this was instructions on how I'm supposed to use this. So I literally had to use a little bit of my own common sense and 1 + 1 = 2 to figure out how to make these fit. But it is one whole section, 9 by 14. And then the second one I cut into a 5 by 14 and then a 4 by 14, for which will go across the bottom. So the 5 and the 9 will go together, and then they'll join with the 4 at the bottom to make the entire thing. That sounds a bit complicated, I know, but when I do get to this, and I do plan on getting to it sometime in the month of March, when I do get to this, I will try my best to do a little video to show you how it is that I work with this. But with that said, let me fold this one up because I will set it down and it will be wrinkled as a can of kraut. Okay, with that being said, that month came with all of these chambres. And so each one of these gets cut into a 2-inch square, 2.5 or 2. Oh, Lord. Let me look again. This is a 1.5-inch finish, so it's cut into a 2-inch square. So they get cut into 2-inch. I get these strips in the mail. I cut these strips into 2-inch strips, and then I cut them down to what I need. And nowhere in the paperwork does it say that you have to keep this for the next month. The next month, they send you more strips for what you need for that month. So, here are the strips that I received. And I am doing the putty, I think it's a putty background. It's that light background color. which I didn't really want the light background color, but that's all that was available at the time that I signed up. I got this block of the month from JK Quilts. Not sure if they still have it available or not, but I'm sure you can contact them on their website and find out. It is jkquilts.com. And as I said, these are all Tilda chambrays. And this will probably be one of very few quilts that I do not starch. One of very few that I do not starch. And the background is this putty color. There is that one. And then I have, that's the first month, which was December. And I have the January one here. So again, it comes with these chambrays. And then as you can see back here, there's the grid. And then there's the background for this month. That is one of my newer purchases. My second newer purchase in block of the months rather is, let me move this over there where we just got through moving the other one to. It's right here. No. My second newest purchase is the Farm Fresh from Lori Holt. And that quilt is right here. Now, I'm not a huge Lori Holt fan, but I just really think this is a really cute quilt. So every month, this is a year long, sew along. I don't think Lori's taken that long with her sew along to do it. But this will be done in a year's process for me. Every month, you get a certain number of blocks. We are following, we're not following Lori's laid out plan on how she's doing hers. We're not following the way that she's doing it. But every month, you receive a number of blocks and you receive a piece of paper to tell you which blocks you will be doing every month. It comes here. It is progressive, which means I may get a fat quarter this month and only need a 10-inch square out of it. And the rest of it will be expected for me to save moving forward for the rest of the block of the month. And you need the Farm Girl Vintage Book 1 and Farm Girl Vintage Book 2 to make this, because the pattern, ooh, Lord, my hair is in my face. The patterns are located inside of these books. The instructions are inside of these books. The cutting, the sewing, all of that is in here. She's starting in Farm Girl Vintage, and then she's going to move to Farm Girl Vintage 2. First month, I don't remember what we were making. I don't want to lie to you. I don't remember because I don't see that. Oh, there it is. There it is. There it is. First month, we're making peas and carrots and the summer star. And it comes with all these fabrics you see listed here, which I am going to show you now. It comes with all of these. And from the back, you can see them a little differently. All of these greens and oranges. And then it comes also with these two backgrounds. This is month number 1. I have received 2 months of this thus far. Month number 2, we're making the, is it a hen? It's a mama hen and patchwork pumpkin. And they come with all of these fabrics that you see listed there. Can you see it? Is it blurry? Let me take that out. Sorry for all the plastic noise. Okay, so it comes with these fabrics lifted here. And it comes with, and I'm not going to take these out because they're folded so great. I hope we can see these fabrics here. And that is like all of them besides this orange in the back. Wait, I told a tale. That's not all of them. You can't see them all. Well, yes you can. Yes you can. There it is. And then this orange was in the back. And if I'm not mistaken, we're going to have orange left over from month 1 to make that patchwork pumpkin. So that is the Lori Holt Farm Fresh Sew Along. My first 2 months that I received of those. Moving on. Staying with Lori Holt, I think. Yes. So, in addition to, let me get this. Wait, is this it? Yes. In addition to the Farm Fresh block of the month, I'm also doing the Quilted Farm Girl block of the month. And for that first month, you have to make 26 of these little blocks. I think I'm about 18 in at this point, somewhere between 18 and 20. I make them in between sewing something else. So I'll come in and I'll force myself to start making these little squares before I start working on anything else. And I'm doing this with Stitch in Heaven, and their block of the month is coming pre-cut. So all the little patterned squares came in this little bag, and all the little background squares came in this little bag, and these are all I have left. These bags were full. So these are all I have left to finish. And like I said, I think I have about anywhere from 6 to 8 left to do. From that, I have not yet been charged for month number 2. So we're still waiting on that one to be charged, and then we'll get that. As far as block of the months, those are my only new ones. I have the same ones that I've had before, that I've shown you guys before. Sorry, I dropped something. Let me pick that up. Before. But we're going to move on into acquisitions that are not blocks of the month. Da, 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 da. This is so pretty. This is Tilda's Songbird Soiree Quilt in the blue and yellow, which is what I got. I got it in the blue and yellow. I got this quilt kit from the Quilt Spot. My quilt besties at the Quilt Spot. They now have a YouTube channel as well, where I think her name is Lindsay. I think Lindsay does updates on what she's sewing and her cross stitch once a month. So check them out. It's this Quilt Spot, New Jersey. You guys will love watching her because she does so much. She participates in her blocks of the month as well. So if there's a new block of the month coming up, she's sewing along with it. The background for this soiree quilt, how adorable is that, is this color, which I wasn't expecting from seeing that in the picture for it to have these this tone-on-tone look to it. But it's lovely. Isn't it pretty? It is just lovely, and I love it. There's this chambray, which this is my favorite color of chambray. This brown, tan, whatever you call it. And then there are the prints from the Songbird line of fabric, which I also have in a fat quarter bundle. There's this pink and yellow. There's that same print in a like mustard color. There's this blue in that same print, which is so pretty. There's this blue and brown, tan, you know, whatever color you like to say that is. There's this blue, and I think there's kind of like a putty background to that too. Red. Look at these birds. Are they upside down for you? Yep, they sure are upside down. Let me make these right. This way. More pretty flowers and pretty birds. This is just so pretty. It's stunningly pretty. This floral. More pretty birds and flowers. My favorite print in either of the colorways. Look at that lady. Look at that. What? Let me see if I'm putting her. Okay, there she is, full. Oh, it's lovely. It is just lovely. Different colorway, same birds and flowers. And it's blue. Different colorway, same repeated by florals that we've seen before, but a different colorway. Another colorway with the pretty ladies. Let me make sure these birds upright. Blue birds. And a blue with that same floral and those yellow birds in it. And that is the whole kit. But as I said, I have the Fat Quarter bundle. And I'm not going to open the whole thing, but I will show you how the colorways sit. See how they are? There's a mustard and yellow, a blue, a red, and a green. And I don't think, hold on, let me see. I don't think we missed any print. Just maybe you didn't see every print in every color. But I don't think either of them was left out. No. And this is a coordinating fabric. So she makes 20 prints of her print fabric, and then she makes somewhere around 8 to 10 of the blenders that blend with the fabric. And this is a blender. It is called, I think it's called, it's not Brie. What is it called? Lila. Lila. This one is in the light yellow. So Songbirds blenders are called Lila. So I have the Backwater bundle. I have the Soiree kit. And this Backwater bundle is going to be turned into the butterfly. She has a patchwork butterfly quilt pattern on her website on tildasworld.com. And I'm going to use this to make the patchwork butterfly. Yee, I love it. I love it. I love it. I went to retreat in January at a local hotel. It was an in-town retreat. And the lady that put on the retreat owns a quilt shop called In the Making. And I bought these. This is fabric from two fabric lines. This one is from Parlor by Kathy. Is it Kathy? Wait a minute. Let me see if I can get her name because I don't want to say it wrong. This is Parlor. It's lovely. And I like color. If you didn't know, I like color in my in almost anything. I'm a firm color girl. Put some color in it. It don't have to be a bright color, but it's got to have some color. Lighten it up. I don't like dark quilts too much. This is Parlor. I keep trying to find her name. Crystal Manning. This, wait. I gotta open this up because you just can't miss the loveliness in this. Look at that. What? Woo, that's so pretty. But this is Parlor by Crystal Manning. Another Parlor print. A blender. Another main print in a different color. Let's go with this one. Just lovely. Okay, this is Cafe. The Cafe in Morris, I think that's what this was. Yeah, I think this is a Morris and Cafe. With those tulip pink colors. To me, that's tulip pink colors, but yeah. With those tulip pink colors. This is another one. Mars. Is it? Yeah. This is a third one. I think these are all that I got of that. Here. And then this is, give me a second, it's going to come to me. It is called Paper Hamlet. Paper Hamlet by Kathy Holden. Wait, I got it to the side. Or is it upside down? It's upside down. Hold on. There we go. It's got words in the back. And it's got the stars in it. I love it. I think it's so cute. Her fabrics are very multimedia. So if you like multimedia like art and paper crafting, you will love Kathy Holden. Look at those letters in there. I think they are adorable. And the little houses that are in it. Are there houses on this side? Wait, I got you upside down. Why y'all didn't say that? You have to tell me that. So, and this one has the houses on it. Let me make sure your houses ain't upside down. Hold on. It's just not adorably cute. I love it. I don't really know what I do with it, but I love it. But it, you know what it reminds me of? It really looks like it should really be some kitchen curtains. I don't know why, but it just feels like it should be kitchen curtains to me. I just love it. I don't know what I'm gonna do with it, but I love it. But I bought those as well as three. I bought 3.5 yards of some low volume fabric, but I've already used those in a quilt already. They're like on my wall right now in the pieces of quilt that I have. So yeah, that's what I bought when I was at retreat from In the Making Quilt Shop here in the Birmingham, Alabama area. The next thing that I purchased was a kit for the Riley Blake block challenge, of which I have printed not one pattern. That's a shame. But it looks like that. That is what the quilt will look like when I'm done. I bought it in all confetti cottons. So I'm not going to take this apart for real, because again, they're just solids. And you can pretty much see what they are here. But it's all the solids necessary to make the quilt look like that. That is a very unique and I think very pretty quilt. Very, very pretty. But I bought it in confetti solids. And I am, probably by the time it's over, gonna start putting it together. At some point, don't judge me. I do plan on getting it done. Next, I have 2 more fat quarter bundles to show you, and then we'll call it a day for today. Next is Boho Haven from Fancy Duck Designs. Look at that color. Oh, this is beautiful. This will sit up on my countertop for a minute before I ever decide what to do with it, because I just like looking at it. This is very boho, as it's called. So is this. Very boho. This is lovely. I thought about putting this in one of my 250th anniversary quilts. This is popping. This is not a ton of bright color, but look at it on that blue. That is very, very pretty. Then there's this one. And this is one of my favorites too. Let me see if I need to open this one up a little bit. That's pretty. And then we're back to a lighter blue in this one. Repeating, but in, now this looks very boho and very, what do you call that? What do you call that? Like Aztecish, or I don't know what you would call it, but it's very pretty. Tribal, very tribal. That's what I'm trying to say. I like this tone and tone one here. Now the same colors look good, but they don't pop the same way as they did on that navy background, but they are pretty. They're a bit brighter for some reason on this here, on this lighter color background. Oh, that's pretty. That's very pretty. I like this one too. That's a repeat print, but in a different colorway. Every time I look at this, I see something different. I see something different in my head, rather. Like, oh, I could do this with this. Or that with this. Oh, those flowers. This is pretty. Love, love. Background. This is like a rust burnt orange color. That's pretty. Oh, and now we're on a chocolate like espresso kind of color. Still doesn't pop as hard as it did on that navy. I like mustard. Mustard is one of my favorite colors to quilt with. I like to play with in quilting. I love mustard. And I know a lot of people don't. But I do. Okay, here's my flowers that I love so much. Totally different look. All three of these are totally different. I like this one. Those colors pop on here. I like this one. And I'm usually not a brown fan, but I'm liking all the prints in the brown background. And that's it. That was Boho Haven. I purchased this from Hawthorne Fabrics. I don't remember how much it cost me, but I only got it like a week or two ago, a couple of weeks ago, maybe a couple of weeks ago. But it's Boho Haven by Fancy That Designs. Last but not least is a fat quarter bundle that I put together myself. I ordered these different ones separately for an addition to my 250th U.S. anniversary quilt. One of them. I'm supposed to be making a lot of them. That's supposed to be. We're going to hope that all that happens. So I ordered the American Gatherings 3 low volumes in blue and red. And I ordered the blues from Rosie by Fig Tree. American Gatherings 3 is by Lisa Bonjean and Primitive Gatherings. This is Fig Trees. What is it? Rosie. I ordered all her blues because I thought these blues were actually more blue. And they're less blue. Less of a tone of blue than I wanted them to be. But, you know, by the time I figured that out, I got them. They're all very pretty, but they aren't what I originally thought I was going to get. And what I should have done was just bought the blues that were in American Gatherings, because you'll see the blue color in these low volumes, and you'll see that they're more of a blue that I would be looking for to put in a red, white, and blue quilt. This blue is going to make my red have to be a little bit less red to make it look the way I want it to look. It's going to need to be a little bit more tomato and less true red. But that is all the blues I got from Rosie. And when I was getting this, and I got this from, it's an Etsy store. And if I can remember what it is, I'll put it in here somewhere so that you will know. But I got it from an Etsy store. I bought from her several times, and she pulled the blues together, pulled the, what do you call them? The bolts together. And then she took a picture of them, and she sent me a picture of them, and I just told her which bolt to remove and which bolt to cut. Now we're going to go through what I got for the primitive from the American Gatherings 3. So you see how these blues make for a bold red to have to go with them? These are the color blues that are in it. This is what I was looking for. Something a little darker, not quite navy, but a little darker than what the Rosies were. This is the kind of red that I would like to use. But if I use those blues, it's going to require that I use a different red with them. This is so cute, these stars. But these are all the ones that I took, because she did the same thing with this. She pulled them all together, sent me a picture of them, and then asked me did I want to take anything out. And then I think I took off maybe 2 of these as well. I like this too. I really like these stripes and stars. Look at this one with the blue and the red. Oh, this is really cute. And this is a white on white. I don't know. You can see it. It's a cream on white, rather. This is the only pattern that I am not all that fond of, to be perfectly honest, is this one. I don't know why, but I don't really like it. I'm going to use it, but I don't really like it. There's this one. I like these. I like all of them that have the red and blue together. Except that one. And last but not least, the blue stars and stripes. And that is all I pulled together so far for my purchases. But yeah, I think that's a pretty good bit. That's a good amount of money that I just showed there. Yeah, I think that's all I pulled together right now for the purchases. And the very next time I see you guys, I will be showing you my completed quilt tops, and hopefully I will have a quilted quilt top to actually show you after that. I will also show you what I will be starting after this weekend is over, because this weekend I should finish my challenge quilt. Well, I should finish the blocks for my challenge quilt for my guild, and then it'll be time for me to pick up something else, because all I have left is the sashing. So I will pick up something else after that, and I pretty much know what that is. I've already cut it. I'll tell you guys what that is in our next video. I will also show you the quilt tops that I have finished in the last couple of months. And yeah, we will decide on after that what I will do, because the one that I'll be working on later is kind of at the end. I'm at the end of that as well. It's not something that I have to put the whole quilt top together in order to get it done. It's one that I will be, it won't take me, I'll be done before the month is over, most definitely. So I will have to have something else to do after that. And hopefully I'll have that plan ready for you guys when that time comes. But I will not take up too much more of your time, because I'm sure you guys have a lot of sewing to do in your own sewing rooms, a lot of fabric to pet, and a lot of time to spend with your families, because it is the weekend. Thank you so much for taking this time out to spend with me. I can't wait to see you guys next time. And if nobody else has told you today, I was loved at you guys to death. And I hope you have a wonderful weekend. Bye.